English 6, Quarter 1, Week 5 to Week 6, Melc-Based. Let's learn about visual elements. Hello kids, it's me, Teacher Frel. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and hit the notification bell for the latest video. You can also follow my Facebook page, Teacher Frel TV. For today's lesson in English 6, we will discuss about visual elements. For most essential learning competencies, interpret the meaning suggested in visual media through a focus on visual elements. For example, line, symbols, color, gaze, framing, and social distance. Visual elements are any characteristics that we can see, including line, shape, direction, size, texture, color, and value. Visual media as a source of data or information in the form of visual representation may include abstractions, analogs, rough illustrations, or digital productions of objects. It requires the interpretation of the data. It helps readers clarify and comprehend information because they are able to develop their own perception of the content and avoid misinterpretation. You are expected to interpret the meaning suggested in visual media through visual elements such as line, symbols, color, gaze, framing, and social distance, and infer the purpose of visual media. Visual elements are any characteristic that we can see, including line, shape, direction, size, texture, color, and value. Here are most common visual elements. The first one is a line. A line is a set of points extending in both directions. It is used to create shapes, forms, and textures. Lines can vary in direction, length, and width. They may be horizontal, vertical, diagonal, straight, or curved. They can also be thick or thin. There are 5 types of lines in art. Meaning and example. First is vertical lines. Vertical lines are straight up and down lines that are moving in space without any slant and are perpendicular to horizontal lines. They suggest height and strength because they extend towards the sky and seem unshakable. For example, next line is horizontal lines. Horizontal lines are straight lines parallel to the horizon that move from left to right. They suggest width, distance, calmness, and stability. For example, another line is diagonal lines. Diagonal lines are straight lines that slant in any direction, except horizontal or vertical. When in use, they suggest movement or lack of stability. For example, another line is zigzag lines. Zigzag lines are a series of diagonal lines joined at ends. They can convey action and excitement, as well as restlessness and anxiety. For example, and the last line is curved lines. Curved lines are lines that bend and change direction gradually. They can be simply wavy or spiral. Such lines convey the feelings of comfort and ease, as well as sensual quality as they remind us of the human body. For example, here are tools to get the variations of lines. Number 1, length in lines can be long. It may be tall, strong, far, or short. It may be small, cute, or close. Number 2, width in lines goes from thin, like delicate, slim, lightweight, to thick, like strength, weight, power. Number 3, weight in lines means the continuous change of width. By varying the weight, one can capture energy, movement, and even suggest when one object is in front of the other. Number 4, texture in lines defines how smooth or rough it is. Varying it can simply mean changing your working medium. For example, going from marker to charcoal or changing your digital brush. Number 5, style in lines refers to continuous, dotted, dash, or implied lines. Continuous or implied lines are great for leading the eye of the viewer in the direction you want them to go. Dash or dotted lines are great for patterns, energy, and calling for attention. Another most common visual elements is a space. A line divides a space. This space is the area covered by the entire artwork. Space can be positive or negative. Understanding positive and negative space plays an important role in the composite of artwork. Positive space is the area of interest or the subject of the artwork. Look at the picture. What image can you see? Can you say that the black colored portion is the subject, or is it the white portion? There are two possible answers. If you look at the black portion, you can see a lotus flower, and that is the area of interest or the subject and considered as the positive space. If you look at the center or on the white space, a picture of a goddess is visible. Then, it is the center of interest or the subject of the artwork. Another most common visual elements is a symbol. A symbol instantly makes people think of traits or message that they want to associate with a company, group, product, or service. Through them, people find it easier to recognize, identify, or recall images than text. The symbol represents the picture. It can be remembered and identified with greater ease than 1,000 words describing a company. Look at the picture logo on the right. Without even saying or writing the name of it, you are aware of the meaning of the picture that it is the Meralco company logo that offers electric services. Another most common visual elements is a color. A color is very powerful. Looking at the colors can make us feel happy, calm, excited. Every color has a psychological effect that a logo designer or photographer can use to his or her advantage. A color can create varied emotions. It is important to choose colors that best represents the character or identity of a company, organization, or service. Let's study about colors and their meanings. Color red, meaning warm, angry, adventure, violence, fire, blood, passion, love, and excitement. Color blue, meaning cool, calm, peaceful, trust, loyalty, wisdom, confidence, intelligence, faith, truth, and heaven. Color green, meaning life, renewal, nature, growth, harmony, freshness, safety, fertility, money, finances, banking, ambition, greed, and jealousy. Color rainbow, meaning friendly, fun, youthful. Color black, white, and gray, meaning simplicity, balance. Color yellow, meaning happiness, optimism, creativity, cowardice, madness. Color orange, meaning joy, enthusiasm, fascination, happiness, creativity, determination, attraction, success, encouragement, fall, harvest. Another most common visual elements is a gaze. Gaze means to stare, suggests looking fixedly at something. To gaze is to look steadily and intently at something, especially at that which excites admiration, curiosity, or interest. To gaze at a scenery, at a scientific experiment. To stare is to gaze with eyes wide open as from surprise, wonder, alarm, stupidity, or impertinence. To stare unbelievingly or rudely. Look at the picture. What can you say about it? The cat is staring of something, maybe a rat that he wants to catch. This picture is an example of gaze. Another most common visual elements is framing. In visual arts, and particularly cinematography, framing deals with the proper placement of the subject together with other images. This is a feature of visual elements to highlight the subject inside a particular frame. Look at the example of framing below. The frame is focused on the person in this picture. It is the subject of the artwork, not the fence. Another most common visual elements is distance. Aesthetic distance is the distance between the realities in a work of art. The aesthetic distance does not only refer to literal pictures, but it can be identified in other visual media and even in literary works where distance is visualized in the form of text. Study the example. And now, let's do learning task 1. Identify the type of lines incorporated in the images below. Choose your answers from the box. Write your answers in your notebook. The types of lines inside the box are zigzag lines, horizontal lines, vertical lines, diagonal lines, curved lines, and symbols. Number 1. What type of lines are these? Very good. These lines are vertical lines. Number 2. What type of lines are these? Very good. These lines are curved lines. Number 3. What type of lines are these? Very good. These lines are diagonal lines. Number 4. What type of lines are these? Very good. These lines are horizontal lines. And number 5, what type of lines are these? Very good. These lines are zigzag lines. For learning task 2, using the image below, answer the questions that follow in your notebook. Look at the image. Imagine this image having a blue and white color. For number 1 question, what are the colors used in the image or picture? Very good. The colors used in the image or picture are blue and white. Number 2 question, what does the picture symbolize? Very good. It symbolizes hope and life. Number 3. Framing was used in the picture. What do you think is the subject being emphasized in the visual? Very good. It emphasized the hand and the faucets. Number 4. What is the positive space in the image? Very good. The positive space in the image is the white color. And for number 5, what values are shown by the image? Very good. The values shown by the image are cleanliness and carefulness. Learning task 3. Match the concepts in column B with the visual element portrayed by each picture in column A. Write your answers in your notebook. For number 1, What concept portrayed with this image? Very good. The answer is letter C, line. Number 2. What concept portrayed with this image? Very good. The answer is letter D, framing. Number 3. What concept portrayed with this image? Very good. The answer is letter B, color. Number 4. What concept portrayed with this image? Very good. The answer is letter E, gaze. And number 5. What concept portrayed with this image? Very good. The answer is letter A, space. Learning task 4. Look at the image. What do you think its suggested values or feelings? Imagine the bluish water. Color blue suggests calmness, purity, peacefulness. There is also a black color that suggests balance and simplicity. Learning task 5. Choose the letter of the picture in the columns that corresponds to the suggested meaning of visual media below. Write your answers in your notebook. Number 1. This image suggests value of distancing. Is it A, B, C, D, or E? Very good. The answer is picture letter A. Number 2. This image symbolizes the value of obedience. Is it A, B, C, D, or E? Very good. The answer is picture letter E. Number 3. Value of creativeness is being emphasized in this picture. Is it A, B, C, D, or E? Very good. The answer is picture letter B. Number 4. This picture suggests the value of faithfulness. Is it A, B, C, D, or E? Very good. The answer is picture letter D. And number 5. Value of discipline is suggested in this image. Is it A, B, C, D, or E? Very good. The answer is letter C. Learning task 6. Choose the letters of the correct answers. Write your answers in your notebook. Number 1. What visual element used in this image? A, line, B, space, C, distance, D, framing. What is the answer? Very good. The correct answer is letter B, space. Number 2. Which image symbolizes the beauty of nature? A, B, C, or D? Very good. The correct answer is letter A. Number 3. In this image, what type of line is used? Is it A, vertical line, B, zigzag line, C, horizontal line, D, diagonal line? Very good. The answer is letter C, horizontal line. Number 4. What meaning is suggested by the rainbow colors of this image? A, fun and happiness, B, purity, C, angry, D, calm. What is the correct answer? Very good. The correct answer is letter A, fun and happiness. Number 5. What visual element is portrayed in this picture? A, shape, B, line, C, distance, D, symbol. What is the correct answer? Very good. The correct answer is letter B, line. For learning task 7, copy the word puzzle below in your notebook. Then, locate the tools on how to get the variation of lines in the puzzle. and circle the correct answers. The tools on how to get the variation of lines are length, width, weight, texture, and style. Learning Task 8. Using the image below, answer the following questions in your notebook. Here is the image. Number 1. What colors are used in the image or picture? Very good. The colors used are brown, yellow, black, and green. Number 2. What does the picture symbolize? Very good. It symbolizes peace and freedom. Number 3. Framing was used in the picture. What do you think is the subject being emphasized in it? Very good. The bird. Number 4. What values are suggested by the image? Very good. Love and care for animals. Learning Task 9. Identify what is being asked in each item. Write the letters of your answers in your notebook. Number 1. What are the visual elements used in this image? A. Distance and weight. B. Height and weight. C. Line, space, and framing. D. Colors and framing. What is the correct answer? Very good. The correct answer is letter C. Line, space, and framing. Number 2. What is the meaning portrayed by the picture? A. Turn off your cell phone. B. Do not make noise. C. Keep quiet. D. Cell phone is allowed. What is the correct answer? Very good. The correct answer is letter A. Turn off your cell phone. Number 3. What value is suggested by this image? A. Achievement. B. Grace. C. Risk-taking. D. Health. What is the correct answer? Very good. The correct answer is letter A. Achievement. Number 4. What visual elements are used in this image? A. Color and distance. B. Distance and shape. C. Framing and distance. D. Space, symbol, and line. What is the correct answer? Very good. The correct answer is letter D. Space, symbol, and line. And for number 5, what visual elements are used in this picture? A. Framing and color. B. Color and space. C. Color, space, and framing. D. Space, framing, and line. What is the correct answer? Very good. The correct answer is letter D. Space, framing, and line. Learning Task 10. Copy the puzzle below in your notebook. Then analyze and identify the visual elements used in the image below. The visual elements used in this image are symbol, space, framing, color, and gaze. For Learning Task 11, choose the letters of the correct answers. Write your answers in your notebook. Number 1. It is the presentation of visual elements in an image, especially the placement of the subject in relation to other objects. It can make an image more aesthetically pleasing and keep the viewer's focus on the objects. A. Line. B. Space. C. Framing. D. Distance. What is the correct answer? Very good. The correct answer is letter C. Framing. Number 2. It refers to the gap between a viewer's conscious reality and the fictional reality presented in a work of art. A. Distance. B. Line. C. Framing. D. Space. What is the correct answer? Very good. The correct answer is letter A. Distance. Number 3. It is a set of points extending in both directions. It is used to create shapes, forms, and textures. It can vary in direction, length, and width. It may be horizontal, vertical, diagonal, straight, or curved. It can also be thick or thin. A. Space. B. Distance. C. Color. D. Line. What is the correct answer? Very good. The correct answer is letter A. Space. Number 4. It means to stare suggests looking fixedly at something. To look steadily and intently at something, especially at that which excites admiration, curiosity, or interest. To stare with eyes wide open, as from surprise, wonder, alarm, stupidity, or impertinence. Is it A. Distance, B. Gaze, C. Color, D. Line? What is the correct answer? Very good. The correct answer is letter B. Gaze. And for number 5, it instantly makes people think of traits or message that they want associated with company, group, product, or service. Through them, people find it easier to recognize, identify, or recall images than text. It can be remembered and identified with greater ease than 1,000 words describing a company. A. Space, B. Color, C. Symbol, D. Line. What is the correct answer? Very good. The correct answer is letter C. Symbol. Learning Task 12. Analyze the image and answer the questions below. Write your answers in your notebook. What are the colors used in the image or picture? Very good. The colors used in the image or picture are black and white. Number 2. What does the picture symbolize? Very good. It symbolizes spreading of coronavirus. Number 3. If you look at the color black, what images do you see? Very good. 2 boys, coronavirus image, and arrow. Number 4. What color is the positive space in the image? Very good. White. And for number 5, what values are suggested by the image? Very good. The values that are suggested by the image are carefulness and social distancing. Remember, visual elements are any characteristics that we can see including line, shape, direction, size, texture, color, and value. Visual media as a source of data or information in the form of visual representation may include abstractions, analogs, rough illustrations, or digital productions of objects. It requires the interpretation of the data. It helps readers clarify and comprehend information because they are able to develop their own perception of the content and avoid misinterpretation. So kids, do you understand our lesson for today? Wow! Good job! Kids, I hope you learn a lot from this lesson. Until our next topic, bye-bye kids! Thanks for watching!